You know, sometimes we lose small things, and it feels like just a mistake. But sometimes, that small thing is not small at all, it carries memories, feelings, a piece of family, you know? Hi, sweet viewers. Welcome to my channel. This is a story about a boy, about an umbrella, and about how even strangers can return more than just an object, they can return hope. So, let's start the story. The morning was heavy, the air almost thick, like it wanted to rain but was still holding back. The sky was gray, no sunshine, just that dull kind of day. A young boy, about 10 years old, was getting ready for school. His name was Daniel. He pushed his feet into rain boots, zipped his jacket, and stepped outside. Just then, the rain finally started, fat drops hitting the ground. By the door there was an old black umbrella. Not new, not fancy. Its handle was scratched and smooth from years of holding. The cloth was faded in some spots, but it still worked well. His mom had given it to him, yes, but it was actually more than just that. That umbrella was the last gift his father had left for him before leaving to work in another country, far away. Every time Daniel held it, he felt closer to his dad, almost like his dad was with him. It wasn't just an umbrella, it was something like family, a piece of home he could carry outside. At the bus stop, lots of people were already waiting, each one with their own umbrellas open like flowers of different colors. Daniel carefully opened his old black one, the sound of it spreading with a little whoosh. The rain was falling heavier now, making a soft drumming sound on top of it. When the bus finally arrived, it was crowded. People pressed together, every seat filled, bags everywhere. Daniel squeezed himself near the window. He couldn't keep his umbrella open inside, it would poke people, so he folded it carefully. There was no hook, no space to keep it, so he placed it gently on the seat beside him. He thought, okay, it will be safe there. Like a small friend sitting next to him. The bus ride was noisy, with bumps and sudden turns. Daniel looked out the window at the rain sliding down the glass. His mind drifted away, thinking about school, about homework, about nothing important really. Suddenly his stop came. It was faster than he expected. He grabbed his backpack, whispered a quick sorry as he pushed through people, and ran off the bus into the cold wet air. He walked fast toward the school, but halfway there, he did something natural, he raised his hand to cover his head. That's when his heart stopped for a second. His hand felt nothing. The umbrella wasn't there. He had left it. On the bus. His chest hurt immediately, like someone punched him. He didn't care about getting wet, his jacket was already soaked. What hurt was losing the umbrella itself. Losing the connection to his father. He pictured it left behind, maybe someone would take it, maybe it would be thrown away like trash. The thought made him feel sick. He walked into school with a lump in his throat, the rain feeling heavier than before, but really it was just the sadness inside. All right, let's take a short break and practice some English grammar. 1. Daniel reached with shaking hands, closing his fingers around the handle he knew so well. What tense is the verb knew in, and why is it correct here? A. Present simple tense, because Daniel still knows the handle well. B. Past simple tense, because the story is told in the past. C. Present continuous tense, because the action is happening now. 2. The man said, "It looked too cared for to be mine." How can you change this into reported speech? A. The man said that it looks too cared for to be his. B. The man said it looked too cared for to be mine. C. The man said that it looked too cared for to be his. 3. The morning was heavy, the air almost thick, like it wanted to rain but was still holding back. Why is the article the used before morning and air? A. Because the is always used with natural things. B. Because morning and air are unique in that situation and already known to the speaker and listener. C. Because the shows importance in every sentence. Okay, let's look at the answers. Daniel reached with shaking hands, closing his fingers around the handle he knew so well. Correct answer, B, past simple tense, because the story is told in the past. Why it's correct. The verb knew is in past simple tense. The whole story is narrated in the past, e.g., Daniel reached, he felt, he looked. The man said, it looked too cared for to be mine. Correct answer, C, the man said that it looked too cared for to be his. Why it's correct. In reported speech, we usually shift the tense one step back. Direct, it looked, reported, it looked. No further change, because it's already past. Pronoun change, mine his, to match the man as the speaker. 3. The morning was heavy, the air almost thick, like it wanted to rain but was still holding back. Correct answer, B, because morning and air are unique in that situation and already known to the speaker and listener. Why it's correct. We use the for specific things that both the speaker and listener know about. The morning is the specific morning of the story, not just any morning. The air is the air around Daniel at that time, not air in general. Well done. Let's get back to the story. The whole school day, he couldn't focus. Teachers spoke, classmates laughed, but Daniel kept thinking of the umbrella. His seat on the bus, that small object lying there alone. When school ended, the rain had slowed to just a light drizzle. He pulled his hood over his head and walked slowly to the bus stop. The world felt empty, and he kept replaying that moment when he walked off without it. But then something unexpected. As he reached the small bus shelter, he saw an old man standing there. The man wore a tweed coat, shoulders a bit bent, his face gentle with lines of age. And in his hand, Daniel froze, was the umbrella. His umbrella. The old black one with the familiar handle. Daniel's breath caught. His eyes widened, and he couldn't even move for a moment. The old man noticed the way the boy was staring. He looked up, smiled softly, and lifted the umbrella just a little. Is this yours, young man? His voice was warm, calm, like a blanket on a cold night. Daniel could only nod. His throat was too tight to speak. His eyes were wet already. The man chuckled kindly. I thought so, he said. It looked too cared for to be mine. I found it alone on the bus. I knew someone must be missing it very much. He held it out, handle first. Here. Take it. Daniel reached with shaking hands, closing his fingers around the handle he knew so well. The weight of it felt like breathing again after holding air too long. Thank you, Daniel whispered. Thank you, thank you. I thought it was gone forever. The man only nodded with a small smile. Glad to return it. Always good to give back what is loved. Then he turned slowly, walking off toward his street. Daniel stood there, umbrella clutched tightly in his hand, not caring about the drizzle falling around him. He walked home lighter than he had all day. The sadness was gone, replaced by warmth. That night, after dinner, Daniel sat at his small desk. He opened his old notebook and wrote something carefully. He didn't try to write perfectly, he just wrote what he felt. Sometimes, the world takes something you love. But sometimes, when you are not expecting, kindness brings it back. Even a stranger can return not only your lost thing, but also your hope. Here are the 10 phrases for you to use in daily life with simple meanings. It still worked well. Something is still useful or in good condition. Every seat filled, bags everywhere. A place is crowded and full. He thought, okay, it will be safe there. Someone believes something is safe or fine. His hand felt nothing. There is no object or feeling when expected. He had left it. Someone forgot or abandoned something. His chest hurt immediately. A sudden feeling of pain, sadness, or emotion. The thought made him feel sick. An idea or worry that causes discomfort. The world felt empty. Feeling lonely, sad, or without meaning. Daniel froze. Someone suddenly stops moving, often from fear or surprise. His eyes were wet already. About to cry or tears are forming. I hope you liked the story. Comment down any story title and I will make a story for you on it. And please do like, share and subscribe this channel. See you in the next video.